Strawberry, lime, or grape?
Whatever, man. I like all of them.
Waterloo's one of my favorites. Waterloo has such good bubble.
What's this one?
Lemon lime.
Oh, I haven't had this one. I like the black cherry one.
Wait, I had a grape one. That's really good. The grape one is like... The grape one's really good.
Black cherry one's one of my favorites.
What should we do? We should rate them. Oh yeah, bro, we should do rating sparkling water.
Yes.
That'd be freaking sick, but that means I have to get a new one for everyone. What's up, guys?
Is it going?
Yeah, I think we're... Yeah. Wait, is it going? Just make sure... see if the red light is, like, beeping on the screen. Is there a red light beeping?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going.
Okay,
we're
cool.
good.
Does it actually look good?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I did the light green.
Yeah, looks good.
Do it look vibey?
Yeah.
You know how many times I forget to wear my watch because it's behind the blinds in the morning? It's the worst.
I say we rate them. At least rate
Let's
these.
do it. Let's rate it.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to podcast number... Wow, a girl just like walked by and just looked at me. I felt so weird. What's up, guys? Welcome back to podcast number 6. Micah Oxley. We're back. I literally can't get any of my friends to do this with me, so he's the only one left. And we're going to start doing this new thing. We're going to start rating sparkling water. Literally, we're just going to rate sparkling water. So today we're trying Waterloo. Guys, we love Waterloo.
We love sparkling water. Oh, crispy.
Bro.
Good smell. Good crack.
Welcome back to the Guys Being Dudes podcast.
Good essence.
I haven't tried the strawberry one yet. That one's really good.
Let me try
bro.
the strawberry one. I don't know
Switch.
if I tried it.
Yo, it's not gay. It's not gay.
We got our socks on.
Yeah. No, I hope it can't see my feet.
Shit.
I've tried this one before. I had this one last night.
Your fridge is cold.
I didn't do it. I know. I turned it all the way up.
Chunks.
I turned it all the way up.
I got ice chunks in that.
No, really?
Yeah.
There are ice chunks. I can hear them hitting the side.
I felt something. I was like, dude, I thought
I just got some.
I thought you had like food in there or something. I was like, ugh.
Alright, I tried the strawberry one. It definitely tastes like strawberry.
But you know how watermelon, you know how sparkling water tastes.
Yeah.
You get the taste, but like not really.
Yeah.
It's like it drove by a semi truck of strawberries.
Yeah. I would rate mine
Waterloo.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, Waterloo is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
They have a good taste.
That one's good too.
Nice and refreshing.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Yeah. 0 calories, 0 sugar.
Yeah, zero
Zero
calories. 0 sodium, I think. No, that's... Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
0 sodium.
0 everything. It's just water with like
Yeah.
whole strawberries and whole limes just thrown in there
Yeah.
to not add calories.
Yeah. Except it's clear, though. So I don't know how they do that. How do they put strawberries in
We
there
should
if it's
we
clear?
should look that up.
Yo, bro, we should make our own sparkling water.
We could do that. You know you can't like
Yeah, we're gonna fucking do it. We should do
Guys
sad...
Being Dudes sparkling water.
You know how they have Happy Dad?
Mm-hmm.
We should do Sad Mom.
Sad Mom is just
Sad Mom.
seltzer.
Yeah. Guys, we have this is not a succulent. We have a plant here. I realized someone told me that we need to spice up the background, and all I have is a TV. So, we brought this in. I tried to get.
Let's do an episode where we just play skate.
I tried to get our logo on here, but then it would look terrible on us. So on our TikTok, which I'm trying to get a ton more followers on there. If you guys don't already follow us on there, make sure to go and follow. It'll be in like the description of this video. But in our TikTok, we have a couple videos saying like, oh, ask us questions. And we got actually a couple really good questions the other day. So we're just going to run through a couple of them. We're going to keep this podcast nice and short. The first one, you ready? Also, let us know which sparkling water we should try next. Because I can only find like 2 of them in like the store next to me. So if you have a brand in specific, I'll buy it. I'll like order it off their website or something. But you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Craziest high school memory.
I mean, are you talking about like happened in this school?
Yeah. Like happened at school.
Well, I would say the brawl at homecoming.
Oh yeah. I wonder if I can put the video on there.
We could probably find it.
No, I know where it is. I don't know how to put it on there though.
Yeah.
So every year we have like
Okay.
a
Go
week
ahead.
of a week of I don't know what's it called.
This is homecoming week.
Oh yeah, it's homecoming week, and every day we have a pep rally in the gym, and they space out the grades by where you sit. So like, on one side is the freshmen, then the sophomores, juniors, and seniors. It's our senior year, so we're sitting on the far left, and the juniors are right next to us. Now go.
Yeah. So there's a game going on, dodgeball or something like that, going on the gym floor, and from what I remember, I was on the opposite side, so I was like not really involved with it. But I look over, and I see people just start sprinting up to the stands and like swinging punches and all that stuff just going on. And I see one of the juniors stealing our flag, like our senior flag, and it just got intense. Like teachers started running up there.
Yeah.
Teachers were getting knocked down the stairs.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
elbows were flying.
Everyone just fell.
Everyone just rushed up there, and then like half the people fell down.
Yeah.
Our principal came up and took an elbow to the face, and I thought that was hilarious.
He was like pulling people off. Like other people. Like one of the guys that we knew that was in the junior class was like throwing hands with some seniors.
Didn't even know what was happening. He just threw an elbow.
Literally,
Well, he knew what was happening.
I mean, yeah, but he was just kind of like, oh, there's a shit
flailing
ton
around.
There's just a ton of people just punching people, so it's like, oh, I'll just do it too. Yeah, that was, and then we got in trouble like in the class.
So I wasn't involved with it because I got in trouble with the school before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta stay clean senior year.
Yeah.
And I was on the complete other side of the gym. And there's a teacher right next to me, senior teacher, English teacher. I get called into the office after, and they're like, so why'd you start the fight? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know.
I was like, I wasn't even there.
Know. So a bunch of our friends got called into the office, and it was literally like one after the other. Like someone would go to the office,
right when someone came back in.
Literally, someone would come right back into the class, and another one would leave. And I remember I was one of the only people that didn't get called in, and I was like
one of the first ones.
I was like bricks the entire time because I was like, dude, I'm gonna get called in. I'm gonna get blamed for something. I wasn't even up there.
Yeah.
And there's two ways to go up there because there's two ways up, and everyone went up one way, and I went up the other way, right? But I went over and I saw a bunch of guys that I knew, so I was like, oh, what's up? I don't know what's happening, but like, I'm up here. And luckily I wasn't like around where the fight was, but I never got called in. Yeah. But I remember you got called in. Literally, that was big.
Yeah, I thought
you should have just let it rip.
I thought it was gonna be a lot smaller, so I like held it in my mouth.
You should have let that one rip.
I mean, these make me burp, so I'll have another one.
Well, it's just pure carbonation. Of course, it's gonna make you burp. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, literally our entire friend group got sent into the office.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that was crazy. And then the office finally got the video. Someone took a video and was like, oh my god, that's so funny. And they posted it on their Instagram. And it was just a random girl that just, she just wasn't a part of it. She just took videos. And the office finally saw it, and then none of our friends got in trouble. It was only the junior class got in trouble.
Yeah. But I got called in, and they were like yelling at me, blaming me for all of it. And then I was like, you can talk to Missy. Because he's right there.
He had a reputation of, like, being the person that would, I don't know.
I would be at the center of most bad things.
Right. Like, if something were to happen, like, usually you would have been somewhat involved. But this one you weren't. So...
Not at all.
Odd.
And so they just called me in. They're just being stupid. And I had proof that I wasn't there. Yeah. I had teachers' words that I wasn't involved with it at all. And I made them look like fools.
Yeah.
That made me feel pretty good.
I have a least favorite.
Okay.
I'll do my least favorite. So I worked at the high school that we went to, and I had already like graduated. I was still working there because they needed me there. Because I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah, sure.
And one day, I'm going upstairs to where a majority of our classes were, and it just reeks of shit, right? It just reeks.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And it's during the summer, no one's ever there, like none of the teachers are there. And I was like, it's coming from this room, which happened to be our English teacher's room. And I go in there, and dude, the class before us put 2 gallons of
Graduating class before
milk. Yeah,
us.
the graduating class before us that were a year older than us put 2 cartons of milk up in, the ceiling? They just lifted up the tile, put 2 of them in there, and then closed it. And apparently they've been rotting the entire year that we were seniors. And the second half of our senior year was COVID, so we weren't there, which means that they were up there the entire year. And the one day I go to work and go upstairs, one of them exploded and it started dripping down the side, and it eventually got so wet it broke the tile that it was sitting on. Came down and splattered all over the carpet. Both of them. Literally both of them exploded in the classroom.
I remember when you told me about this.
It literally smelled terrible. The worst smell I've ever smelled. They had to take out the carpets, and then they had fans in there blowing all the air out.
I remember when the fans were there.
I think they were there for 2 weeks, which they left the fans on for 2 weeks, and it still smelled when kids came back to school.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite because I had to deal with it. I had to rip up the carpet, and I had to, I had to clean it up basically, and it wasn't even my fault. And I texted the guys that did it, and I was like, "You assholes! I hate you guys." And I knew about it too. They told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that'll be so funny for someone that has to clean that up." Fucking a year later, I had to clean it up. So that's my least favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite. I do have a favorite, but it kind of ties into the next one. So the next one is funniest high school memory involving a teacher.
Oh.
And these are both, the people that asked us this are both kids from my high school, so I would imagine that they're watching this. Yo, I'm going to tell mine. So I'll go first on this one. My favorite memory with a high school teacher was we had this math teacher, and okay, if she's watching this, I love you, but your class was hard, and one of our friends in our group thought it would be funny to tape just a piece of tape on the bottom of her mouse on her computer, and she was having the worst day. He could not have chose a worse day to do this. I wasn't even in the class, but all I heard is that she started crying because she couldn't get the mouse to work. She was banging it on the table.
Down,
she just had the worst day ever. And what, did she leave class early or something like that?
Yeah, they had to bring a sub in.
I feel really bad because I was in the class
put up
before.
the video?
If I could put up the video in this, I will. Yeah. I felt so bad because I was in class before this happened, and I was like, oh, she's already having a crap day or whatever, but at least I'm not in the class anymore. And then I heard about it at the end of the day, and I was like, dude, you guys are assholes. But it was still funny. Messing with teachers is fun. Just because, dude, we're in high school.
Okay, teachers are humans. We got treat
Yes.
teachers with respect.
We do.
We were evil to teachers. When you think about it, they had lives, and they'd come to school.
Bro,
they'd
they
come
didn't
to
want to
work.
be there anymore.
They'd come to work willingly, just to get berated by teenagers half their age. Freshman year, I was in sign language, and in sign language we had a deaf teacher, Mr. He's a very sweet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't teach very well because he's deaf, and we're a bunch of teenagers. We're gonna take advantage of it.
A deaf teacher and high schoolers just don't pair well at all.
It was good. It looked good on paper.
You can see
Deaf
where
teacher teaching sign language.
Yeah, you can see where it would go wrong.
One of the things is he was over on the other side of the class, or he went up to the bathroom or something. He was gone. I thought it would be funny to tape the bottom of his mouse a lot. I layered it on, and I put 4 layers of tape on. He comes back. He goes on. He starts the mouse. I made it so it worked a little bit, but it would just stop. And
that's the worst.
So he wouldn't think, oh, there's something wrong.
I wouldn't check that.
Yeah, you wouldn't check. And so he was going, and just kind of it would kind of work and then stop. And he tried different stuff. About 10 minutes later, 5-10 minutes later, he gets textbooks and starts trying it on textbooks. Gets another textbook, keeps on doing it, and he starts banging the mouse on the table. And we were trying to hold it in because everyone in class saw me do it, and everyone was in on it. And so they were just kind of snickering and stuff like that. And he started freaking out. He's like, "What's your stuff? And everyone starts looking at me because he starts freaking out. And everyone just like starts taking glances at me.
Dude, that's
And-
the worst. Is when you do something and everyone starts looking at you.
I know, and
It's
so
the
I was like,
worst.
and so he like looks at me, and I was like, "Oh, I can fix it." I signed to him like, "Oh, let me fix it. Just like keep on teaching."
Yeah.
He turns around, and I rip it off. Like he like looks around, like starts doing stuff, and I
Yeah.
act like I'm messing around with the laptop, like
Yeah.
computer and all that stuff. Like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And he turns, quickly flip the mouse over, rip the tape off, put it on, and then I like tap his shoulder, tell him it's all good. And he comes back and tests it out. He's like, "Good job, A+." He gave me like really good grade the rest of the year because I did that for him. But I mean, that was my favorite memory because
Yeah.
it was really funny.
He's a
and
cool dude too.
He's a nice guy.
One time, one of my friends was like, we were standing outside, and like he was standing 40 yards away. One of our friends goes, "Mr. Bass," and he turned and looked at us, and I was like,
Sometimes I thought he was
dude,
faking.
that was like freshman year, and for the rest of my high school career, I'm like, dude, he definitely could have heard. He definitely was not deaf.
I
Because
don't think he was deaf completely.
there are things that like happen. I don't know. Because you guys used to like play music in his class.
Yeah, I never did that because that was too far. And like during tests, someone would be like, "What's the answer to number 5?" And we'd be like, "Oh, this," and put it down.
All right, so Sherwood asked.
Who sure would?
Yeah, Sherwood, what the heck, dude? I keep asking you to be on here, and you say, "Okay, I will," but I work. I'm like, dude, film this at like the end of the day.
I just did 2 sales
Sherwood.
before this.
Sherwood also goes to bed at like 7
7.
or 6. I'm like, how?
Mans is a psycho.
I don't know how he does it. But he asked most down bad moment, which I don't have a down bad moment, and I don't think you do either.
I've never been that down bad.
I've had a girlfriend for a fifth of my life, or a quarter. No,
I've had a girlfriend for 6 months. She's really cool.
6 months the other day.
About last week, yeah.
First thing you would buy with $1 million, and stocks and investments don't count.
See, when you like $1 million is a lot, but when you start thinking of like bigger picture
It's not
things,
that
it's
much.
not that much.
You can buy. Yeah, this isn't my answer, but you can buy like a house and a boat, and that's about it.
A cheap house.
I mean, you can split it 500 and 500.
Yeah.
But then you have a
But
really,
500,000 to here in
Yeah,
this
but-
market right now is not.
you have a
very good.
basic house and a really nice boat. And
Yeah.
if you do like 700,000 and a $300,000 boat, like you have a really good. But then,
See, I want to
If you
get a
really-
boat. I would get a new truck,
okay, what truck?
a nice one, that's for sure, or just something like a little bit more practical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be land. I could buy a bunch of land.
That's not a. Yeah, but
It's not an investment.
I mean,
I mean, it is an investment, but
It
like,
depends what you use it for.
yeah, I want a land. I want some land, hunting land, fishing land, farming land,
To do what?
hunt, fish, farm.
And then what would you do with your?
Buy a lot of cool stuff. I don't know. Go to Bass Pro and have a spending spree.
I thought about this because I've had this photo saved in my camera roll for a while, and I genuinely probably wouldn't buy anything for more than like 50,000.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna get with $1 million.
What?
Dream project car. Probably
It's
like
gonna
it.
cost you $1 million to
No,
do
but
that?
I would put a good chunk of money into it.
I mean, yeah,
Like a Dream MR2, 1986 MR2 setup.
that'd be cool.
And then buy like a sweet van.
No, here's how you do it. You buy.
It'd be cars. I would be getting like sweet.
It would be yeah. So you buy the land, then you buy a building to put on it, and it's your shop.
It's a big
and you
garage.
have a huge ass collection of cars that you spend $1 million.
It'd be a barndominium. You know what those are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are sweet.
Those sweet
dude.
barns. It's mostly shop, so it's like 90% shop and then 10% house. It's a nice house.
Yeah,
I mean, it has
and
the
they're
necessities.
massive, dude.
Huge shop, like 2 layers, big loft,
It's huge.
car lift. Dude, that's what I'm getting. $1 million. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's a good one.
Barndominium with personalized shop, all pneumatic tools
That'd be sick.
and electric tools, because why not?
Yeah.
And my dream JDM project car, a truck, and a drift car setup.
That would, yeah. You could do that all. You could do that in like, I don't know. I don't want to say half the price, but you could do that in like.
$60,000 truck. That's a nice truck right there.
Yeah.
$70,000 truck. $50,000 in a JDM car, which is a lot if you think about it.
Yeah.
Buy a $5,000 car and then
Yeah.
put $45,000 into it.
That you got a really fast car if you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I always forget. Like the other day, Anna was like, "You're gonna be 20 in a couple weeks," and I go, Dude, don't say that. It literally put me in the worst mood, dude. I had like this weird existential crisis kind of thing where I was like, bro, the average life. Oh god, that guy just looked at me.
How do you see people? I don't see.
You literally just walked right by.
I don't see people walking by. I mean,
no one. There's usually never anyone.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
No, think about it. The average life expectancy is like 80 years old, right?
You got 60 years left.
I've lived a fourth of my life, dude. Think about that.
Yeah, but then you think about how much you've done in the fourth of your life.
I grew up. That's it. I don't remember anything from my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, I remember stuff from my childhood, but
Okay, well,
like most of this is
I
gonna
do
be
too,
like,
but
yeah,
it's like
most of it now is gonna be boring shit, like bills.
yeah. Never grow up, kids. If there's any kids watching this, you don't want to grow up. You don't want to turn 20. You don't even want to turn freaking 16. Actually, no, you do want to turn 16.
Fine.
You do want to turn 16 because then you can drive. And then when you turn 21, you can drink and drive.
Legally, baby.
Legally drink and drive. No, don't actually. What I would do with $1 million? Stop. I knew I would put this here, and I was like, he's gonna touch this thing. What I would do with $1 million is genuinely, if someone gave me $1 million, I would try and spend none of it. I would be like, dude, I'm keeping all of this money. But for the sake of the question, I would probably buy better podcast stuff. I'd probably buy another camera, to be honest. But then that leaves me with $998,000 left. So what do I buy for that? Probably like 2 or 3 cars. I'd probably buy like a truck, like a nice one. I would probably buy, I mean, obviously like a house, okay? I don't want a boat. I don't know why. I don't really find the fascination in boats.
If I were to get a boat, it'd be like a little John boat or like a small fishing boat.
Yeah, but I don't fish or do anything like that. I don't even really like going out on the lake. But so I wouldn't buy a boat, which is like the second most expensive thing that I can think of is a boat.
Boats are expensive.
If we're being very unrealistic, I would probably spend the rest of the money on like lottery tickets. That way you can win even more money.
Or you can lose all of it.
It's not mine to begin with. Like it was just given to me. If we're doing
That's
it,
true.
if it's just given to you.
Someone came up to you and gave you $1 million and you said spend it. Like you have to spend it within.
Yo, it's like a Mr. Beast video. You have to spend this within 24 hours. I'd probably go to like Best Buy and buy a bunch of stuff.
Go to Costco, Best Buy, Bass Pro.
Dude, you can't go to Costco with $1 million.
Why not? That was me.
Because if you buy $1 million worth of food from Costco, you have to eat all that food.
I'm not. It doesn't have to be food. They have cool stuff there. They got playground.
I know,
sets.
but a majority. Why would you want a playground set?
Make a super sweet double-decker playground set.
I would probably. I don't know what I would buy. Literally, that's like the worst question.
See, no, that was a good question.
I don't like that question.
See, I mean, if it was $1 million, buy like a small beach house somewhere
Yeah.
and
See,
be
the
a
thing is,
beach
dude,
bum.
I don't even like the beach.
I love
I
the
don't know
beach.
what's wrong with me.
I like the
Maybe I
beach.
just
I
hate
like the
water.
mountains. I might buy a cabin or I might buy a beach house. But those are more than $1 million.
Yo, a snow house in like Switzerland.
Switzerland or Alaska.
Switzerland?
Dude, an Alaskan house? Like an Alaskan fishing shack or Alaskan...
No, dude, with $1 million, I would freaking buy Antarctica.
True. And own the penguins.
Own the entire... So if anyone ever wanted to populate Antarctica, you gotta go through me, bro.
Yeah, populate you for... No, I'm just kidding.
It's populate me. One more question. If you guys want to be in the podcast, ask us some questions. I am going to put I'm going to put this clip on TikTok. So yeah, ask us questions because I just answer them.
We answer
Take a
them.
screenshot, answer them. I'll even put it in the video and I'll shout out whoever asked the question. But for the final question, very serious question, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Why?
It's only open
What
on one
classifies a
side.
sandwich?
It's more of a taco than a sandwich.
Is a hot dog a taco?
Yeah, it's a taco. I would say it's a taco because it's
What
open
makes a
only on...
sandwich not a taco?
I mean, I would say it's 2 separate pieces of bread.
Have you ever been to Subway? They don't cut it all the way through.
Subway's
You
not
don't
even
cut your
bread.
sandwich all the way through.
You see, Subway's not even bread.
I know. It's
So it's
too
not-
much. It has too much sugar in it, right?
Too many chemicals to begin with.
Yeah.
Like,
It's yeah.
yeah.
That's why I don't.
It's not
go to-
classified
that's
as
why I
bread,
don't
so
go
it's not
there.
classified as a sandwich.
See, the thing is, if they look alike, Like if they're the same concept, then they're the same.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's also because the way you put on toppings on a hot dog, it's kind of like the same way you put toppings on taco. Yeah, the meat.
Same
you
thing
put
if you
stuff.
put like
Can't put toppings on a sandwich like this.
okay, not
Bread,
like,
toppings.
not like this,
bread.
but like this. You open it up and put toppings on the side, like mayo, for example.
You don't put it on the side. You put it on the bread. I would
Yes.
just say it's not a sandwich.
I say yes.
I agree to disagree. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Your opinion sucks.
It's not gonna ruin our friendship if we disagree. So
no, it's all good. I don't think it's a
your
sandwich.
mother watches this.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Thanks for watching the podcast. If you have watched all the way, I have yet to have a single person comment what the word is that we say at the end. The word
What is the word?
today, like the first one was Reese's Puffs or something like that.
Oh.
The second one was Jaden is cute.
Third one is fruit salad.
Works for me. Comment fruit salad if you guys reached all the way to the end.
Tag Waterloo.
Yeah, tag Waterloo.
Get them to sponsor us, or any kind of sparkling water. Anyone that comments, please tag Waterloo. That'd be really cool.
I mean, it's still good.
put this in the beginning of the video too.
I literally bought a full case. So yeah, if you guys reach the end of the video, comment fruit salad. Hit us up on TikTok, Instagram, follow YouTube. I know none of you guys are gonna do that, but
It would be cool.
peace out.
Deuces.